I had to stop it. Okay, so instead of 4, and actually I just want to put a conclusion sign here again because this last sentence I know is my conclusion. And so I'm going to say, killing is not always wrong, not K. And so my conclusion is not K. Okay, so I look at my problem and I say, my goodness, I don't have anything anywhere that is a not K. And so I can see a modus tollens coming in my future. And I'm kind of anticipating ahead of time how I'm going to solve this, okay? So there's a couple ways that I can do that. I'm going to put number 4 here. And it doesn't really matter which way you do it, which way you go, but there's a couple. And we'll start out with the first one, which is the obvious one to go with. I could, I can start with a hypothetical syllogism if I want to, from number 1 and number 2. Remember, a hypothetical syllogism is if K, then W, if W, then H. Remember, then I can get if K, then H from number 1 and number 2, and that's a hypothetical syllogism. Remember that? These two cancel out. Okay. Number 5, that actually eliminates having to do a couple applications of modus tollens. But in this case, I'm just going to use that hypothetical syllogism, and I'll show you on the other side how to do it. But notice, remember that I have if K, then H, and if I have not H, which is the opposite of this, then remember, I get the opposite of the antecedent. Remember, the opposite of the consequent, and it doesn't matter if it's above or below. I have that right here, and I have an H, which is a positive H, and a negative H. Remember, that negative H gets me, and whatever the opposite is, that gets me the opposite of my antecedent. So automatically I get not K, and I got that from number 3 and number 4, which is a modus tollens. Now, I'm going to do it again. I'll write that really fast. If K, then W. Number 2, if W, then H. Number 3, not H. And then my conclusion was not K. And number 4, I could do this. I could get not W, and that would be from 2 and 3, and that would be a modus tollens. And number 5, because remember, not H gets me not W. And then I have not W, so that would get me not K, and that would be from 1 and 4, and that's another modus tollens. Okay? There's 2 ways to get the same answer. And you can find that all over. Okay? So that's the end of that.